And I was like, oh shoot, what do we do now? What have I done? What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the support that I got on my car tour video. In my opinion, like, it blew up compared to everything else on my channel. Every hour I got like 50 more people, and it's such a cool feeling because I'm finally doing what I want to do, and it just feels good to have that many views on my stuff. Like, it's just a really good feeling. I got some new glasses. These are for men, but they're so cute. And I can see really good far away, but I suck at seeing anything close up. And now that I have glasses, I can totally tell that I was blind before. Today, we are going to be discussing the worst tattoos and piercings that I have ever gotten in my life and why I shouldn't be allowed to make choices. A little bit of a backstory. I graduated from nail tech school in 2015, and I got my first job at a salon in September of 2015. In the back room there was a tattoo / piercing place. I go to work one day and I got my first client of that day, and the tattoo artist comes in like when I'm almost finished, like it's a little more than halfway done with her nails, and she's like, "Do you want a tattoo today?" And I was like, I should say no, but I'm gonna say yes. I finish up the lady's nails and I go into the other room and I start like thinking of a design that I want, and I call my best friend. Back then I wanted a tattoo for my mom, my sister, my grandma, and my dad. I thought, you know, my parents don't love tattoos or piercings. It's not really something that they're into at all. And so I figured if I got a tattoo for them, that they couldn't be mad at me. I got an infinity sign on my back with a feather going through the center of it. And the reason I picked an infinity sign is because of the movie The Fault in Our Stars and that quote, what's the quote? Some infinities are bigger than other infinities. That quote still like means a lot to me, and even more so now than it did back then. So I don't regret the meaning behind it or anything like that, but the design is not what I wanted. I just think I got it a little bit too tiny, but the lines are like faded together, and it just isn't my favorite thing that I've ever done, although it is the best tattoo on my body. The part that I regret the most about this tattoo is that it was last minute. It's not the design that I wanted, and I have changed so much in the past couple of years that this is not my style of tattoo. This is not how I want to remember my family forever on my body.
Oh. Is it not bad?
I like this.
Oh.
One thing that came out of that salon that I 100% hate on my body is my belly button ring. I go to work one day, the tattoo artist says that she is moving out of state. So one of the girls that I worked with was like, well, I'll do the piercings. It can't be that hard. And I was like, well, I'll volunteer. I'll do it. What do you want to pierce? I was thinking, you know, somewhere along the lines of my ear. And she was like, well, let's do your belly button. And I was like, oh my gosh, my parents are gonna kill me. Like, my parents are literally going to kill me. Like, no, I already got a tattoo. They still don't know about it. I cannot get this piercing. My ears, they probably wouldn't care that much, like, but my belly button ring, they're gonna kill me. I decided to do it anyway because I was so rebellious back then. I was an idiot. Not rebellious. I was an idiot. Gets the clamp and like puts it on my belly button and pulls it up a little bit, and it kind of started to numb everything. But at this point, I'm like profusely sweating. Like, I am sweating a lot. And they're getting ready to go in and pierce it. and she puts the needle on my stomach and makes sure that it's lined up correctly. And I was like, oh, that already hurts, okay? And then on the count of 3, they were like 1, 2, and I almost pooped my pants. I literally thought I was going to die. I have never felt something so painful in my life until that exact moment. And I have given birth to a child, and that belly button ring hurt way, way, way more than that, okay? I have a very like low pain tolerance though, so this most likely does not hurt anybody but me. I don't know. I'm just a big child. I get up off the table when everything is done, and I'm like, okay, like that looks really cute. She made it very straight. Like, it's good. This could have gone so much worse, and she did an amazing job. What did I just do though? Like, my parents are gonna kill me. How do I hide that? If you wear a tight shirt, you see it. Like, I'm not just gonna like take it out and close it because like now I kind of like it. What are we gonna do? But I'm getting really lightheaded and dizzy, and I'm just not feeling good at all. The new girl that pierced me drove me to the store to get me some cleaning like spray stuff. I get to the store and I am just like not feeling it. I am not feeling good at all. So I get back to the salon, I clean it all up. Now it's time for me to go home because the salon is closed. And so I get in my car, and I remember sitting there for like 5-10 minutes just like prepping myself for the drive home because I lived about 20 minutes away. And I was like, you got this. Just go home, tell your parents you have the flu, and go to bed. By the time I got home, I did feel better, but I was still like kind of dizzy and like sick to my stomach, and it was probably like the adrenaline and all of that kind of stuff rushing through me. A couple of weeks passed by, and now it is time for Halloween, and I decided to dress up as Nicki Minaj. And I had this cute like strapless dress that I had worn to homecoming, but I had a tattoo that no one knew about yet. And I have a belly button ring now. That dress is tight and it's strapless, showing off my tattoo and my new little friend down there. Okay? That sounded so bad, you guys. Ew. My belly button ring is what I'm talking about. I remember Shelby was at my house and we were trying to put like a scarf over my dress or like a cardigan type of thing, and nothing was working, so I dressed up as a mouse. I'm a mouse, duh. Fast forward a couple more months, I started working at a new salon. And this is not a piercing story, but it just reminds me of all the stupid things that I tried to hide from my parents growing up that didn't work, okay? By the way, my parents still did not know about my tattoo or my piercing at this point, so we're getting there. I go to the new salon, and I've been working there for a while now, and I'm the only one that just does nails. So everyone else either does hair and nails or just hair. I'm sitting at my desk and they're like, okay, tomorrow we're having a hair class. Can you come in and just be like the secretary, answer the phones, make appointments for tomorrow? I was like, yeah, no problem, whatever. And I didn't get paid for it because I was just based off like what my clients paid me, but that's how much I liked that salon. Like, I would do anything for them. I still really like them. Like, I'm sitting there, and I've always wanted to get an undercut, which, if you don't know what that is, it's when they shave, like, the bottom of your hair, and they normally put a design in it. And I was like, yeah, I want that done. But I don't remember ever telling anybody that I wanted it done. I'm answering the phones, I'm kind of sitting in on the class because I like to learn new things and just hear what they have to say. And the lady teaching the class was, like, very professional lady, like, she traveled around just teaching classes, and I get to the point where, well, let me show you my hair of what that used to look like. My hair was super, super long. Those are hair extensions. The lady was like, okay, we are going to need somebody so that I can teach you how to do an undercut. I need someone that wants one. And I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna volunteer, aren't I? Like, I can't not volunteer for this moment. I get sat down in the chair, I tell her what I want, and I wanted like the height to be about this tall, and I wanted it in an M shape. So if this was the back of my head, you would start from the bottom of my hair and go up like that. So to be like a mountain, okay? Like that. She thought I said this. She cut from the center of the back of my head, the center, you guys, the center, and then went all the way to like behind my ears. So she didn't even go down to like this bottom part of hair. She went up to here. I will insert photos of that. And she did like this cool design and everything. But when I put my hair down, I was bald. How do I hide that from my parents? I couldn't attach my hair extensions to that part of my head because then the whole, like this half of my head would look so thick. It wouldn't compensate for the back at all because so much of my hair was missing. And I was like, oh shoot, what do we do now? What have I done? So I remember that night, I went to a 4-H meeting and my hair was in a ponytail because I just had to rip the band-aid off. I'm not gonna lie about it. You clearly can tell I am an adult. My age says that I'm an adult. My mindset said otherwise, but my age number said that I was an adult. So I'm just gonna be one right now. And my dad walks in and sits down right behind me. Oh, and I just remember the look he gave me, and he was like, "What the hell, Jord? What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Okay, Dad, I am an idiot." Like that week, the same week, I get out of the shower and I have a towel on. My mom does not understand that if the door is shut, don't come in. I always just remember, like, if you're going to the bathroom, it doesn't matter if the door is open or shut because she'll just open it anyway. It never bothered me until I had something to hide from her. I was taking a shower and I went into my bedroom and I, like, had my towel off because I was changing into clothes, like I was putting my clothes on. And she walks in, she sees my tattoo and is like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What is what? I can't see it." And then my towel was off, so when I turned around to look at her, guess what else she saw? Oh, I'm so stupid. And I was like, "You can't tell Dad. You can't do it. You can't tell him." Pretty sure she told him. Because he would make hints about things all of the time. Flashback to when I was 16 years old. I had told my mom on my 16th birthday that I was going to get an earring in my ear. I knew which one I wanted. I was like dead set on this. And I still am in love with this piercing. Like, it is my most favorite thing about me is my earrings in my ear. So it's called a triple helix, and there are these 3 in my ear right here. Okay? And I was like, "Mom, if you don't take me to get it done, my friend's gonna do it for me." And she was like, "You're an idiot. You're probably right. Like, your friends probably will do it for you, and then your whole ear is gonna fall off." Go up to the, like, because I lived in a small town, and then the next town was like a city. I guess you could call it that. I don't know. It's just like a hillbilly, bigger town. And so we get into the tattoo place, and I asked my mom to record it for me, and I don't know where any of those videos went. Like, I can't find them anywhere. So you go into this little room, and it was like a cubicle, and so all that was left, like without a wall, was just this small door frame. And so she sticks my phone through the door frame and is like recording it like this, but I can only see like this much of her hand, and my phone is like hanging off of her, but I can't see any of this part of her. The guy did the bottom one first. When I was younger, it kept rejecting the bottom one out, and if you can tell, there's like a line right there because it kept falling out of my body. And I was like, oh, like that kind of hurt, but it felt good at the same time. Like, I don't know, when people get tattoos or piercings, it's like, it makes you feel good. And then the next one, he told me that he was finished with my piercing and that I can come back in like 2 weeks or something, 3 weeks, and he would pierce the next one, and then in 3 weeks after that, he would do the top one. So it would take about 1.5 to 2 months to do the whole set. And I was like, why is that? And apparently girls like who are teenagers my age or whatever the case is, it's just a lot of stress on your ear and it's a lot of pain. But if I did all of them in the same sitting, he would give me $25 off. So instead of paying $75, I would only have to pay $50. I'm gonna only pay $50. And I don't care how bad it hurts. And I don't think my mom would have brought me back later if I didn't get them all done in the same sitting. The second one hurt more, and the last one, that one hurt the absolute worst, but I would do it all over. Fast forward from 2015, which is the last time I ever did anything stupid. I met Tim. He messaged me and was like, let's hang out. Do you want to come to Boise? Do you want me to come see you? And a lot of back and forth. I'd go to work with him on like my days off from work, and we were just kind of like, you know, trying things out. But I come to Boise one day and I was like, hey, you need to get a tattoo because yours are looking a little rough. And he's like, yeah, that's true. Like, I have money. Let's go put a down payment on one of my tattoos and I'll get it all finished up. And I was like, cool, sounds great. So we get there, like, can you fit her in today? And I was like, you're not talking about me, are you? Because I'm not ready. No, I learned my lesson. Fast forward 30 minutes, I'm laying on the tattoo table and I am sweating so bad that the guy had to change the trash bag that I was laying on. And I don't know if that's normal, if every place uses a trash bag to like cover your seat, or if that was just a sign that I have a trash idea. And at this point, Tim is sitting with me and he's like laughing because he thinks I'm being so dramatic, which I wasn't that time. I seriously was not being dramatic. I was like, I know I'm gonna regret this. And I do regret it, like to the core of me. This is the dumbest thing. I've done a lot of stupid things, but this one thing is the dumbest thing that I have ever put on my body or done to myself. I hate this tattoo. I hate everything about it except the meaning. The meaning is very good, but I don't even know if that's what it says because it's words. I don't even know if that's what it says. He starts with the tattoo, and if this was like the heel of my foot, it's like right here and then it goes alongside my foot. He starts in the back and I'm like, oh, that hurt so bad that within the first 30 seconds I asked him to stop and wipe it off and let me go home because I can't sit through another hour and a half or 3 hours of that. Hurt so dang bad, you guys. Like, I will never ever get a foot tattoo ever again. My foot is probably all weird because I was laying on it. Yeah, it is all weird. Okay, that's what we're dealing with. What is that? My foot is weird because I was sitting on the floor, but that's like from the carpet. But yeah, you see how it's all faded and it's going away? All those letters at the front already went away. Look at that. That's supposed to be like a curve and it already went away. All those went away. Yeah, that's classy. That all disappeared within the first week. It's Arabic handwriting and it's supposed to say, be at peace, not in pieces. And I love the meaning behind it, and I love, like, I feel like that really fits my life back then and fits it now. Like, more than ever, it fits my life now. And I don't know, like, that's the thing about both of my tattoos. The meanings are still true and, like, very, like, they both still hit home with me very much. But it's, like, how I put them on my body is what I hate the most. I just wish I would have waited to put them on my body so that they were what I wanted and they weren't rushed. They were planned out just so I could make sure that, like, okay, yeah, like, I could see myself rocking that for the next 90 years of my life. Back then it was just like, oh, here's $100, like, we'll have you sitting in 20 minutes. And I'm like, what? Like, this is good. I thought we were going to get ice cream. You know, I'm just going to work doing some nails and next thing you know, I have no hair and I've got a belly button and a tattoo. What is that? Okay. I did go home for Christmas a little while later after I had gotten the foot tattoo, and I have a photo that you are gonna die looking at. Because it is on my right foot, and in that photo that you're looking at, what foot doesn't have a sock? My left foot. What foot has a sock on it? My right foot. Do you know whose house we are at? My parents'. We're at my parents' house. I am still hiding it that I have a foot tattoo. And you know what happens 2 months later? I got pregnant. And you're hiding a foot tattoo? I don't know. My logic is absolutely ridiculous. I will never understand it. If you don't understand it, you know, I don't either. The moral of the story is don't do things at 18, 16, whatever years old that you think you're gonna like, because chances are you're not gonna like them when you turn 23 and you have a family and, you know, you've got kids that are like, did somebody color on your foot with crayon 10 years ago and you just never washed it off? Riley makes fun of my foot tattoo all the time. Carter pokes in my belly button holes all the time because I don't wear my belly button ring anymore and it looks like trash. I would like to get a tattoo that actually means something to me at this point in my life for all of those same people that I got this one for, but I'm definitely going to plan it out a little bit better and like have a couple different artists like draw up what I want, just so I make sure that I pick the one that I actually really want. And some of you out there might be 16 years old and make the best decisions of your life, but for me, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. But Carter's crying right now, so I gotta go. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.